So you guys been winning this week or what?
Well, today we lost what, 1,100, 1,200 bucks?
I don't know. It felt like we won.
Yeah.
It seems like it was gambling. I retired in Vegas, and all I did was gamble, and now we started making a living at it.
That's probably the formula to happiness, when you get paid for what you actually like to do.
I mean, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. They say something like that.
So when did you?
Welcome back to the Digital Social Hour. I'm your host, Sean Kelly. I'm here with my co-host, Wayne Lewis.
What up? What up?
And our guest today, Vegas Matt and EJ Morrow.
How you doing, Matt? EJ, what's up, y'all?
What's going on?
What's up?
The father-son duo.
Man.
Yeah, we're back. Cool having him along. I should have brought him last time in case you ask any intelligent questions that I got to answer.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you guys been winning this week or what?
Well, today we lost what, 1,100, 1,200 bucks?
I don't know. It felt like we won.
Yeah. It did feel like a win.
We filmed some insanely good content,
Okay.
and but then at the end we decided we wanted to do like this one short, to put something up today, and then I lost like $2,000 in about like literally 120 seconds.
So you were up 900?
We were up up a little bit, and then we ended up giving it all back.
Okay.
And then we played this stupid Wheel of Fortune game because like people are saying,
You always talk about that one. Why'd you play it?
well, I don't know, because there's like the Wheel of Fortune gold spin, and like some people are just always are saying like, play this game, and so I'll be like, all right, let's play that game. And we were playing $50 a spin, and we got down like $3,000 in like
Jeez.
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was
5 minutes?
awful. Just didn't hit anything.
Yeah. I forgot to ask this last episode, but what's the most you've lost? Because we talked about the most you've won.
Yeah. I mean, at a certain, there's a pain threshold, and with me, I think it's south of 30,000. 20 and change is about as much brutalization as I can take in one day. Like I'm not gambling super crazy. I think that's one of the reasons that our channel kind of does well. People can kind of relate, because I'm not like carrying $1 million in a briefcase, like we're just playing like regular people to some degree. I mean, we play pretty big. One time we did a $5,000 spin recently.
Jeez.
On one spin on a slot.
Is that big on slots?
Yeah.
5,000?
That's the max,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
big,
I mean, I think that's the biggest slot machine that I'm aware of. John Daly used to play the same machine. It's a red, white, and blue machine, $5,000, one coin, and if you hit a red, white, and blue, it's 2.5 million.
million,
Yeah, 2.5 million.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So what's the goal daily? When do you we're done? What's the threshold?
Once we hit like a $250 million mega bucks, then we quit.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So that's the daily goal.
No, I mean the goal is just to have fun and really just have fun. Like I gambled every day before I started doing this, and so have fun. And then that's been my motto actually my whole life. And I think about it, it's like how can I get paid to do what I enjoy doing,
which is gambling.
Yeah, like right now in this stage of my life, it was gambling. I retired in Vegas, and all I do is gamble, and now we started making a living at it.
That's probably the formula to happiness, when you get paid for what you actually like to do.
I mean, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. They say something like that.
So when did you get into it, son?
Let's see, 2021, we were just going to dinner. I think it was at GVR, and he hit some sort of big jackpot, and I filmed it, and we were like, let's post it. We could call it Vegas Matt. And then like by the end of dinner, it had, I don't want to exaggerate, I think it had like 60,000 views by the end of dinner.
Wow.
And then that's sort of when we realized we might be onto something.
Are you gambling too and play every day too?
I film and do all. We're invested in the result either way now. So I don't need to gamble my own money. I'm plenty invested, especially when we lose. He's nice and stressed out, and that's enough for me.
Gotcha.
I hate losing. I love winning. But that's the fun of gambling, and it's real. And we show our losses, we show our wins. It's just kind of the daily struggle.
Right.
And that's what we do.
I saw MGM just announce they're going to allow people to film now. How is that going to change up the game for you guys?
I mean, it's getting to the point now where any casino who doesn't want the streamers to come in is really missing the boat. Because, I mean, say, what's the most common question you get asked every single day? Where do you like to play? What's the best casino to play at? I'm always plug in the casinos that I play at. I've had people drive 2.5 hours to come and see us playing at a casino.
And you don't get paid for that.
I don't get paid for that, yet. I mean, there'll be. I'm sure there'll be partnerships. I think the future of this, this streamer, the slot influencer thing is really just getting going. I mean, Brian Christopher, who was kind of the OG of the thing, he now has a smoke-free. His thing is smoke-free gambling. He has like a whole smoke-free section down at the plaza.
You didn't get into business to run payroll, did you? That's okay. I didn't either. Now there's Gusto. Gusto not only offers payroll, but also benefits, onboarding, and HR all in one place to more than 300,000 businesses. Maybe you want federal, state, and local payroll taxes to be filed automatically no matter where your employers work, or maybe you want to offer a 401k plan to help your employees save for retirement. Do you have compliance with regulations? 3 out of 4 employers say Gusto makes it easier to be compliant with the government. With Gusto's simple, guided software and user-friendly interface, payroll and HR are no longer exhausting, they are rewarding. Gusto was built for small businesses from the start. Gusto takes the pain out of payroll benefits and HR and puts the joy back into running your business. Gusto also integrates with your favorite tools like QuickBooks, Xero, Google, and more. Want all this and more with no hidden fees? Try it out for 3 months for free at gusto.com/social. That's gusto.com/social.
Like it's the Brian Christopher, smoke-free slot room at the plaza, and there will be more and more stuff like that. But no, we don't get paid to go. We just go and play. But yeah, it's cool that MGM has loosened up, and as they should.
And you're on the data side, so you guys are getting over 40 million views a month now.
Yeah.
How are you able to scale? Because I think last time you were at like 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I think posting to more platforms helps. We started out on TikTok, and then we never really posted anything else, and we posted to more and more and more. And the algorithms these days they find the audience for you, I think. So we post stuff that people like to see, and then they find the audience, and it grows.
So you're not using any like hashtags or specific strategies, you're just posting?
Yeah, no specific strategies. No, like I feel like hashtags are a little bit outdated. I feel like the algorithms will be able to find your audience without you saying hashtag Las Vegas, hashtag slot machine, hashtag this.
Definitely on TikTok.
Right.
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, they want you to use a couple, not a lot.
Yeah. I haven't noticed too much of a difference on our videos, but maybe I just need to pay more attention.
I mean, I don't know if our formula is, if it's good, it will do well.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, if you get lucky and you have like a big win, people like to see that. But we have this unique thing where we actually kind of put personality into it and some humor and have fun with it, and then we're like developing characters and have our little team and so forth. One of the things that I think is going to be fun is starting to do more and more stuff with like non-gambling like celebrities. Like it was so fun gambling with Bryce Hall. Like, that was a kick. And other people that like to gamble that are in Vegas, we'll go out and gamble with them. We made up this concept, I don't know, a couple weeks ago called like the amazing race of slots, the amazing slot race. You take a certain amount of money, you go off into the casino, you got to come back at a certain time, see who has more money. Just fun stuff like that.
So how do you teach people the correct way how to gamble on slots? What is the correct way to gamble on slots?
Oh, that's a good question. Alan, you want to answer that?
Mathematically, like what would you say?
Well, no, I think it's more than obviously it's mathematically, but you can't play every machine. Like the pretty machines you can't play all the pretty, right? You just don't touch those, right?
Well, there's such a loaded question. I mean, anybody could, you could just do a quick Google search, like how to win at slots or something like that. I mean,
I don't think that's enough.
We got
to talk to the pro.
Yeah. I mean, the pros, the real pros that are actually making money aren't going to tell you. Just like the guys that were in here trading stocks, and they're not going to tell you exactly what they're doing. Like, hey, buy my course. I mean, I don't sell a course. I'm not like a advantage slot player like that. I mean, I play dumb games. Like I was playing Wheel of Fortune today. Probably has like a 10% hold, Right. But it is math and it is discipline. It is stuff that most people don't have. I think the best recommendation I have for the average person playing slots is, bankroll management. If you win, book the win. I have like the 10 commandments of gambling. One of them is, don't be afraid to book a win. If you lose more than what you said you would lose, quit, book the loss. Don't chase the loss and
Right.
just chase it up down the rabbit hole. It's like, so quitting while you're ahead has a lot to do with it. Playing intelligent machines, like, a game, again, I don't mean to pick on Wheel of Fortune, 'cause I might get a deal someday with whoever makes that machine. But I mean, it's a fun game. I think it's the most popular game in the casino. I use that as an example because it doesn't have a huge payout percentage. You can look at the payout percentage on machines and they can adjust them slightly, but some have much higher payouts than others, like video poker. Boring, game like, jacks or better or bonus poker, you're going to get like 99% of the money back. So if you put $1 million through the machine, you're only going to lose $10,000 if you played it an infinite number of times. If you played Wheel of Fortune $1 million,
Right.
you'd probably lose $100,000. That math is there, and then it's just a matter of I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. Anything you'd like to add?
It's
to
a
that?
bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any specific formula. The only thing is be responsible, have fun, and use a player's card.
Right.
Because you're getting a little bit of extra value from a player's card.
What do they give you for that, using that?
You get points, and then you can also get hotel stays. So if you're out of town and you want to stay at a specific hotel, you should go to that hotel, get a player's card, and gamble there. Next time, they'll send you an offer for a free room, maybe some comp dinners and things like that. There's just a little bit of extra value you can get from a player's card.
I mean, also, you get invited to things like slot tournaments.
Yeah.
And you just sit there, just go like this, just hit the button real fast, and there's 100.
Is that what the slot tournaments are?
Yeah,
It's
just as fast as
seen
like
those.
3 minutes, as fast as you can, and then as much as you win. They're silly, but they have them all every weekend. There's slot tournaments, and if you play a lot on your player's card, you get invited to slot tournaments. And I mean, I've won as much as $50,000 extra money
slots?
on a slot tournament.
What?
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
so you just go to for 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, sometimes it's like, it could be 3 minutes, could be 2 minutes, but it's usually 3
in
minutes.
a slot tournament, though, it's not real money; it's play money. So you're just
Oh,
pressing it, and
gotcha.
whoever wins the most play money, then they win first prize. Generally, they'll pay like top 10 or something of a field of 100,
So it's, okay.
and you get that prize. But it's free. You get invited for free just by using your card.
I mean,
Wow.
like the Wynn has a really cool suite underneath the Golden Knights, right? And I mean, I've gotten to go to the Golden Knights like on the glass, and then at the breaks go underneath, free
sick.
food and beverage and stuff like that. I mean, that's an experience, a few $1,000 experience. Why? Because I used my card
Right.
when I was playing,
And
and
we
the
just
Wynn
ate at
invited
the-
me.
Yeah.
We just ate at the buffet for free.
Yep. That was
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
We
Oh,
went
you
to- we went
you
to-
went there at the buffet?
At the M buffet, yeah,
Okay.
because they play there a lot.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Wait,
That
the
was
M
cool.
has a buffet?
Yeah, it just opened.
Oh wow.
You see this dude eat? He's tall and skinny, but man, he can
Yeah,
eat.
7
Sean-
plates, not
Sean.
bad. That's-
Yeah, that was impressive.
I
That
went
was
back.
impressive.
So I went back the next week and I
Yeah.
ate 9.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I
Wow.
wanted to get to 10. But you run out of stuff to eat there because it's kind of like not a lot of options
Sure.
at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, I noticed looking at this camera, I shouldn't have worn shorts. I didn't know I was going to have this angle here. But yeah, you get a lot of free food, you get a lot of free room. Some famous YouTube streamer reached out to us, and we're gonna get them a suite, and they're gonna we're gonna do a kind of a, what is that called, a collaboration or something
Yeah.
like that, and
Film some bits, as he called it.
film some
Yeah.
bits together, and so we're having all kinds of fun with it, man. It's blowing up. I mean, I never dreamed that it would get this big, and that's when success generally happens. Like I own a real estate company in Costa Rica, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like, I met someone the other day. It was funny. I was playing poker in Costa Rica just for fun, and like live poker. And then they're like, "Oh man, you own Costa Rica Elite?" And I was thinking about it. I was like, "Wow, that's now." I mean, and it just started because I love going to Costa Rica. I bought one condo, then I bought another, then I bought another, then I brought friends down, then I sold a bunch of condos, and I started a property management company. And just because I love going to Costa Rica, now I build a big business.
Right.
And then I love drinking wine. And I started having wine parties one time, and then we built the largest wine club in the world. Like,
Wow.
if you could find something you love doing, like
Right.
drinking, gambling,
Drinking and gambling.
find something you love doing,
Drinking
goofing
and
off,
gambling.
and then get paid
Yeah.
to do it. But I'm
Right.
not kidding. That's been my formula my whole life. And
Right.
Wow.
I've done well at almost, like, I mean, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, and then so I went to Hollywood, and then I got around the movie business, and then started raising money, and we made horror movies in the 80s. And me and my friends, we raised $10 million. We made 4 horror movies, and I got into the movie business, which is
Nice.
something I always wanted to do. But
What movies did you make?
There was a movie called Witchboard, which is the most successful one. It's about a Ouija board. It was with Tawny Katane, the girl from the White Snake video. I don't know if I'm aging myself. I definitely am. 1987. Another one called Night of the Demons, which was kind of a formula flick, like TNA, Blood and Guts, good special effects. One of the best special effects guys in the industry actually was on. That was one of his first films.
Nice.
And Night of the Demons. And then we had one that I don't think anyone ever saw. That was a total flop. And then we had another one called Night Angel. So
nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did 4.
What was stand up like? I heard that's pretty tough.
It's really hard. I mean, that's like something that I kind of wish I had done better at and had been more committed to, but it's tough. You get up there, I mean, it's scary. It's easy to be funny when you don't have to be, but if you have to be funny, they're like, come on, make me laugh.
It's kind of forced, right?
It's gnarly. I have mad respect for stand-up comedians. I was talking, like, I watched Howie Mandel. Like, that dude is one of the best live stand-up guys ever. And that was kind of my format, just interact with the audience and so forth, and just kind of impromptu.
Andrew Schultz does that too.
Yeah, he's really good.
Well, you let Mitch Hedberg, though. That guy was...
Mitch Hedberg was so
good.
funny.
Oh,
Yeah. Anytime you can get in front of a crowd and control the narrative is
Powerful.
I guess in general, because you make
Tough
them
skill.
laugh, make them cry. You can do whatever you want to do. That's big.
Yeah, well, that's what we have fun with the gambling channel. Like this shirt I'm wearing, like the Sando. Like we kind of made, like I was gambling and I said, we hit some bonus. We were in it a couple $1,000s. We hit the bonus. We're thinking we're gonna make all this money, and then we get some bonus that's like $80. And I'm like, that's a sandwich. And then so I just said sandwich. Now I didn't make that up. Where did I first see it?
Narcos.
I saw it on Narcos. That's the first time I heard the word sandwich. But I kind of started saying it when we get that's a sandwich bonus. And then since you're not supposed to swear on some platforms and whatnot, we changed it to Sando, and then we branded this. And now we're selling tons of Sando T-shirts.
Wow.
People will be at the casinos like, it's such a trip. Walk through, they're like, hey, Vegas Matt, hope you don't get a Sando. Like from just saying sandwich because I saw it on Narcos. Now it's like a whole industry. That's what's so cool about social media these days.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just
That's dope to see you excited about it because most like older cats, they kind of despise social media. Like they can't believe.
Who you
like,
calling
people,
old?
People I'm just saying older.
Dude, I'm almost 60, man. But I feel about the same as I did when I was 16. That was fun. It's cool working with my son. He's the genius of this whole deal. He's always telling me, I'll be like, yeah, let's do this, sponsorship deal with this. This guy messaged me and said he'd give us this money. He's like, no, we aren't doing it. Like, we haven't done anything.
Wow.
It's not good for our audience. We're not selling out. We're just like building the brand, building the followers. And I think it's working out really well because when we're not like constantly saying, send me stars. Like he wouldn't even turn those stars on.
What are those?
I don't know.
On Facebook, it's like it's basically asking for money.
Oh, okay.
At 1 star equals 1 penny, and your fans can send you stars.
It's like YouTube.
YouTube is like buy
okay,
super
okay.
thanks,
Right.
that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know. We have a brand where we're gambling huge amounts of money, and then if we have a thing that says send me
Send me
stars,
4 cents. Like, who
send me a
cares?
couple bucks.
Yeah, you just made 4
It
cents at the casino.
It's weird. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the deal to come along, like Vegas Matt, the official gambler of like all cruises or all MGM properties
coming.
or whatever. Like I mean that'll happen. I'm telling you, it's so fun. Like anybody watching that wants to find something you love doing, be consistent. That's where most people fail.
Right.
Just like anything, let's say I was trying to get in shape. It's like let's do 100 push-ups a day. It's really not that difficult, right? But you got to do it consistently. You can't just like make one video a day for a week. You got to do it for months and months and months and months and months. If you're consistent at things, you could be mad successful. That's what's so cool. I mean, we have an iPhone. We invested $100 in a mic.
300.
300 in them.
Yeah.
We have like these wireless mics now and an iPhone, and we have this business. I mean, if I was to value it, it's a multi-million-dollar business, and we're just getting started.
Yeah, based off the viewership,
Yeah, that's dope.
definitely is.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on online casinos? Because there were some influencers that partnered with them recently, like a year ago. They got a lot of hate. Would you guys ever go that route?
I mean, that's your department, really.
I would say that we get the question a lot, like, are they good? And yeah, I'd say their return to the player is probably the same, but they have like really aggressive affiliate models, which I think leads to people who wouldn't normally gambling, and it's just weird having that access if you can just open your laptop and go out and gamble. So we've kind of stayed away from it because we just think that it's probably better for us. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wonder, like, is it rigged or whatever? It's just like gambling outside the country.
That's
like,
my thing.
Like in
Right.
Costa Rica, when I gamble, it just seems to me like they cheat. You know,
like somebody can have control and just stop it, and when they want to stop it for you.
Well, you would know if they do because you play so much here. You could probably tell in other countries if it's a little off.
I mean, I mean, the slot machines in other countries just do not seem to be as like. I think the U.S. does a decent job. I mean, the gaming control board is a pretty serious. Like, if you try to get a gaming license, I mean, it's like they call like everybody who lived next to you like 27 years ago and asked about your habits. I mean, they really they take this gambling real seriously. I don't think anyone's cheating here in the U.S. That's just my opinion. I think it's pretty legit. But as far as like these offshore online casinos, these crypto casinos and stuff, I'm just a little skeptical. I'm not saying they're not perfect. I'm not saying that maybe one day someone may create an online casino that is really cool and I may promote it. So I don't want to like say I'd never, ever, ever, but I'm a little skeptical is all it is. And we don't want to sell out. We're just trying to bring entertainment is our deal.
Gotcha.
And we're having fun with it. Like I did this before I got paid. You know what I mean? So I don't need to like sell out to get paid.
Right. Yeah, I like that mindset. People usually have the other approach where they want money first.
Yeah.
And then it kind of throws off the content because you're more so forcing it. You're not doing it organically or like teaching them in a sense, right?
I mean, he's done a good job. He's a young guy. What are you, 27?
You don't know your son's age?
What are you, 21?
28. I mean, he's in touch with what's going on. It's just done an amazing job. I mean, like when someone made a post that said, hey, congratulations, Vegas Matt. You number one, blah blah blah, did this, that, and the other, and I'm like, is that true? And I was like blown away at how meteoric this thing has grown. And a lot of it's because of what and it's also fun working with your kid. I don't know if you guys have any kids. But
not yet.
I mean, it's super cool.
I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's like everyone always on their deathbed. They're like, oh, I wish I'd spent more time with my family. Or they pay lip service to, oh, my family's so important. And then they see them on like Thanksgiving and Christmas and they get in a fight over, who ate the, all the cornbread or something, And it's like, but I mean, so actually being with your family all the time to me seems cool. So this is a blast. It's like, imagine working with your kid, gambling every day. What do you do for a living?
Sounds fun.
And being in Vegas, I mean, people always say, like, you like living in Vegas? It's like, how could you live anywhere else?
I tell people that all the time, but I love Vegas.
People assume the Strip is Vegas.
Yeah, but it's so much more to Vegas.
But it's like the Strip is awesome. I mean, we could go out. We should do this. Another podcast. We could go out to an amazing dinner every single night for 365 nights in a row in Vegas within a 20-minute drive of here.
For sure.
And what other city can you say that? Like there's like 5 or 10 or 15 good restaurants. I mean, here there are hundreds of good restaurants.
So many.
I'll hear something like, oh man, I went to the Counting Crows last night. Oh, were they here? It's like every night everyone's here. All the best entertainment, all the best shows, all the best concerts, everything is Vegas. The weather, it's got like too hot, too cold, and a few, and then two parts of just perfect. The weather, but the weather's nice generally. It's sunny, sometimes a little too hot, sometimes a little too cold, but weather's amazing. Lake Mead, I don't know. I just like the Vegas Tourism Board. This is, and it's the most fun place.
They got to pay you for this plug.
You got no state.
Come to Vegas.
No state taxes. The real estate's getting more spendy, but it's nothing like California. I sold my California house and bought a house that was like 3x the size, here. So
for cheaper too.
It's just so much fun. It's so much fun in Vegas. Everyone comes to visit. You know what I mean? It's like all your friends come to Vegas.
You don't have to leave.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even think you're gonna leave. It's like, no, we're coming there this weekend. All right.
Anytime I go anywhere else, I'm like, it's like 10 o'clock. They're like, oh man, too bad you weren't here this weekend. There was a party. I'm like, whoa. Vegas is like Tuesday night at midnight. What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's go do anything.
Anything we want.
Yeah.
When I take vacations, I find myself missing Vegas.
You're bored
every time. And when I lived in Jersey, I would hate coming back home. I'd want to stay on the vacation.
Yeah.
But now I love Vegas. Don't worry.
But we got to keep this quiet because the traffic's getting a little out of control.
It's getting worse.
Yes,
I think it's because the F1 thing.
Yeah, they're fixing. They're changing everything. I mean, hopefully it'll be. Elon Musk will fix it with this underground thing.
Yeah, they just built like 8 more. Right?
I don't know.
They did?
Or they got approved for some more. Yeah.
But I mean, there's this whole underground.
But the
world
Raiders
going
too.
on.
They're preparing for the Super Bowl traffic next year too.
And then we got the A's. I mean, that's not. Is that 100%?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. They're building stadium.
A's is good.
But I mean, the Knights are obviously gonna win the Stanley Cup.
They're up 2-0.
I mean, they crushed them 2 games in a row. We'll see. And then we got the Raiders and we got the
Raiders
A's.
are not the best, but It's
an attraction. It's a draw.
Yeah.
Cool stadium.
I mean, it's the people they play. It's not the Raiders. It's
Right.
the
Oh,
Packers.
that's true. Like every time there's a game in Vegas, like we went to see the Chiefs, there was like more Chiefs fans than Raiders fans at the
It's a
game.
reason to come out here and gamble.
Yeah, come, let's go to the game. I mean, it's so awesome. I don't know how we got on that tangent, but I love Vegas. I love gambling. I love the social media thing. It's a lot of fun.
For sure.
Now you come from a family of success. You could have never worked if you didn't want to your whole life.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I don't know if he would have let that fly.
I made him work at a coffee shop when he first
Yeah.
got out of
Okay.
college.
Oh, for
Yep.
real?
Yeah.
So he keeps you motivated, or do you stay
Oh,
motivated
definitely.
yourself?
Well, I don't know if he keeps me motivated.
Yeah, well, let's hear about this.
He definitely guides me and tells me what I should be doing. When I dropped out of college, he said, you got to get a job and have no choice. I wasn't very thrilled
But you
about
didn't
it.
drop out of college. You finished early.
Yeah,
Gotta
finished
explain
early.
that.
Yeah, no. I got
I just got on to
Yeah.
He didn't drop out. He
I got
finished.
My son's not a dropout.
academically suspended 3 semesters in a row because I just never went to class. But he said, get a job. So I got a job because your friend referred me to a job at Coffee Bean. And then I worked there until I finally saw an opportunity to become an entrepreneur similar to what he did. And that was crypto in 2017, like January. And
Good
then,
timing.
then that all got started. And then we rolled that into this. Yeah, it was good times.
I always like to joke that, you know, when you said my influence, like, no one's entirely worthless. You can always serve as a bad example.
Right.
That's a fact.
Interesting.
So, but it's true because, like, they say your kids are like the opposite of their parents, right?
Really?
Yeah. So I'm more like my grandfather, and
He's
it's-
more like you.
Yeah. Well, no, he's the
Like-
opposite of me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because I love drinking. He doesn't drink. You know, I'm like a degenerate gambler. He doesn't even gamble with his own money. He only gambles with my money. Like, he's like,
He only gambles with my money.
but he's like got none of my bad habits, and that's all because of the bad example that I set
Wow.
as to what not to do. This is an excellent parenting strategy.
So lead by example.
Yes, no one is entirely worthless. You can always serve as a bad example.
Right.
On that. What's next for you guys?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know how big this thing can get.
I think you guys need to do a show, actual show.
I would watch that.
Yeah, I think you guys need an actual show.
We talked about that.
Like not like the clips and stuff is cool, but I think you guys need to format a show.
Yeah, bring a celebrity every episode and gamble with them.
Yeah.
Well, then, you know, I'm sure like Netflix, or who should we do it with? They're going to reach out to us after
or
the Sean
we
Kelly
do it on our own
podcast.
thing.
VH1 will possibly pick it up. VH1 could pick it up.
Maybe Kick.
Kick.
Let's
Kick
go.
would definitely.
Kick
They
would.
just signed a bunch of people, right?
Yeah. What's the other one? Rumble probably. would.
Rumble.
Rumble probably.
It's got to
would.
be kind of edgy because Twitch wouldn't touch gambling, I don't think.
Yeah, you guys. I think you guys need to formulate a show. Figure out a treatment that's based around you guys' lifestyle and life of a gambler. Like you really gamble every day.
We'd gamble every
I think
day.
it's interesting, especially slots. I mean, I think what would you say the percentage is of how many people actually play slots? It's higher than any other game,
It's-
right?
yeah, I mean, that's where all the
Slots are, yeah,
casino
without a
revenue.
doubt.
is.
That's popular.
That's
It's the
casino-
most popular?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So
Wow.
you guys would actually draw more people in because you actually win. You have a formula. Who actually has a formula to slots? Like that's like rare, bro.
Very few. I mean, but people love slots. I mean, it's mind blowing, you know, walking through the casinos and how many people have seen our stuff and enjoy it. And again, we don't play like a million bazillion dollars. We just kind of show. I think that's why people can relate. It's like just a regular dude, like a regular 59-year-old retired guy that gambles every single day. There's a lot of people that live in Vegas. You see them at GVR and M.
Right.
They're
We see 'em
every
every
night,
day.
you know, drinking their free Justin Cabernet and playing, you know, money. And they're like, wow, how do you do this every single day? How do you win? Do you lose? You know, and we win some, we lose some. And it's just kind of like documenting the journey. But yeah, for sure we could do a show. So as far as where it goes, I don't know. I'm like really stoked we're about to get our, what did we get?
100,000 silver
Oh,
play
the plaque
button.
on YouTube.
Our silver play
hit
button.
85,000 today on YouTube, and
Yeah.
we're gaining about 1,000 subscribers a
So
day.
next month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or this
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
So we'll hit that and then just keep building it. And then I look forward to like traveling around the world. Like I'm going on a cruise from Venice, Italy, and I'm just going to be gambling on the cruise.
Wow.
And, you know,
You're
and,
going to film that?
yeah, but he says I
Has to.
do a crappy job of filming. Like I went to Monte
Oh,
Carlo.
you're not going?
No, I haven't been invited on that one.
I mean, I told Mom you should go, but then I don't know. And then
Well, you gotta hang out with Mom too.
yeah, so. But I went all the way to Monte Carlo, and I was like, I thought I was doing such a good job, like filming myself, and
It's terrible.
And then he's like, I'm like, when are you posting the Monte Carlo video? You know, like I
Right.
flew all the way there and
Right.
filmed the whole time. He's like, it's complete and utter. You can't post it. He goes, if you post a video, you know, then people are gonna not watch it, and then it
Yep.
affects the next videos. I'm like, post that. So that's how we talk to each other. Very gentle.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said very gentle.
At least you're honest.
But Monte Carlo is really cool though. If you ever have a chance, like we talk about gambling outside the country, like some of the Central American third world casinos are it's the small ones. I'm a little suspect, but Monte Carlo, everyone should go there once.
That one's good.
Oh my God, it is so cool. Like Monaco is an amazing country, beautiful. Like I think everyone drives a Bugatti. It's that kind of place.
Wow.
No, I think Andrew Tate would live there. But it's like a beautiful country, and then this casino, you got to get dressed up to go into it. You got to have your passport, pay like 40 euros to get in. Very fancy. I snuck my camera in. I'm playing Huff and Puff. You guys, you flew all the way there. You got a crappy 30-second Huff and Puff video. But anyway, go.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
Any closing comments, guys?
Well, I have one. I think that you might have said we win gambling. I think it's important for people to realize that we don't win. We lose like everybody else.
Right.
We try to be intelligent, like using your player's card. But I think anybody who's out here saying that they win all the time gambling is just promoting a bad message and teaching people that it's possible when it may be for a very, very tiny percentage of the population. But generally, you should expect that you're going to lose and just have fun.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's very good advice. And half the people, almost all the people that I've seen talking about how they win at gambling there are factual misrepresentations in what they're saying.
Right.
Yes.
And the people who actually win at gambling aren't going on podcasts talking about how to do it.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's just gambling is just recreation. Have fun with it, and if you get a big win, book it. Quit while you're ahead.
100%.
That's the real deal.
Wayne?
Gamble to win.
Have fun.
Gamble responsibly, guys. Thanks
right.
for tuning in. Digital Social Hour. See you next time.
Peace.
Adios.
See ya. Thanks.